Coffee and convo, y'all. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building, man. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute, salute, salute. Happy Friday, you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with me in this exact moment. Make sure you wipe them feet on the way in, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 21K. And we can't do it without you guys, man. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Already 100 deep, man. Salute. Let me know what city and what state you guys are watching from. You already know what time it is. Shout out to my boy DeMarcus Webb, Herman, Sean. I see you, bro. Anthony R. Hernandez. Yes, we're going to talk about it. Salute to my brother LV Maximus as well. Amazing Blue, Jesse, Night Raiders. Salute, salute, salute. A lot to talk about, you guys. Prayers going out to Chandler Jones. We're going to talk about him. He was arrested, I believe, late last night. It was reported by TMZ. We're going to bring the article up. A lot of people on Twitter are kind of tweaking right now because someone in Las Vegas was arrested for Tupac's murder in 96. And now the running joke on Twitter is that Chandler Jones killed Tupac Shakur. Not true. Keefe D was the one arrested for Tupac's murder. Chandler Jones, we're going to talk about it. He was arrested for something completely different. So let's not run with this narrative, you guys, that Chandler Jones killed Tupac Shakur. Please don't act as though Chandler Jones did not kill the GOAT, because it did not happen. It did not happen. Okay. We're going to talk about Max Crosby potentially missing his first action in the NFL. He has not missed a game up to this point. He did not practice yesterday. We're going to go over the injury report. And we're also going to talk about Jimmy G's availability, man. I didn't do anything yesterday. Wife finally got home. She was out with family back home in California. So it was a family day tomorrow, man. But today we are back and we're going to double dip today. We're going to do this one. And I believe me and Wasted may have a live later on today as well. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, Pimpin'. Keefe definitely has been snitching on himself in every interview that he's been in these past few years, man. So it looks as though they finally got him, man. But we're going to talk about it, you guys. Let me share this screen real fast. Salute to everybody here in the building. Once again, man, say a prayer for Chandler Jones. He was arrested, I believe, late last night. We're going to talk about this here. Salute to TMZ. Let me see, make sure everything's good. Yep, right here. Boom. All right. Chandler Jones arrested in Vegas day after breaking down. For those who did not see the meltdown yesterday, it was even more extreme than any other one that he had. Basically saying that Josh McDaniels had something to do with Aaron Hernandez getting killed. Talking about, Josh McDaniels had something to do with, I believe, his goddaughter being molested, allegedly. There was just so much crazy stuff. He kind of went in on the whole Hunter Renfrow stuff. It was a very, very awkward meltdown yesterday, but it was extreme. Chandler Jones was arrested early Thursday morning in Las Vegas. TMZ Sports has learned just hours after the Raiders star broke down in tears on social media. The 33-year-old All-Pro was booked in the Clark County Detention Center in Nevada around midnight, where Jones still remains behind bars. The exact details surrounding the arrest they're currently unclear, but our sources tell us Chandler violated a protective order, so cops responded and arrested him. Our law enforcement sources tell us the Super Bowl champion was cooperative while being taken into custody. Jones has been away from the Raiders since September 5th after an alleged dispute over access to the team's facility. He has not played in any of the 3 games this season. The team is 1-2. Earlier this week, Jones claimed he was forced into a mental health hospital against his will and pumped him with medicine he did not want to take. On Thursday, CJ went live on social media and made serious and unfounded allegations about Josh McDaniels and Aaron Hernandez's death, causing Jones to break down crying. Chandler's behavior has worried the football community, but he's been adamant that he's okay and even wants to resume his career with the Raiders. So there you have it, man. Salute to TMZ. They were all over it. Crazy stuff, man. Prayers going out to Chandler Jones. Insane, man. It's been a rough few weeks, for the All-Pro Super Bowl winning defensive end. All I can say is, man, a lot of us, we at first we didn't initially know what was going on. We didn't know if this was a mental health breakdown. We didn't know if he was drugged up. We didn't know what was going on, right? Now, seeing what happened yesterday, it was really intense, you guys. Like, now I know that there's really, we knew something was off. But yesterday, it was proven that he is off his rocker right now. So say a prayer for Chandler Jones. Once again, you guys, he was arrested late last night in Las Vegas, and is first reported by TMZ, man. Let me see real fast, man. Salute to my family, Eric, man. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Apparently, Alex, he was arrested for going against a protection order. So it looks as though he was around someone he wasn't supposed to be around. And I don't know if this was someone he had a relationship with. I don't know if this was someone, involved with the team or the organization. Or I don't know if you guys seen a video yesterday, but he was kind of going at one of his neighbors. It was a weird video. It could have been maybe potentially one of his neighbors. He was walking around the neighborhood and he was like asking if they had a problem or something like that. I'm not going to say it word for word. I could be off, but it was looking like he was kind of being aggressive with one of his neighbors. So it could be one of his neighbors. I don't know. But once again, man, prayers going out to Chandler Jones. Insane, crazy news coming out of Las Vegas. Once again, first reported by TMZ. I want to say this to you guys too. I know I didn't go live yesterday. I want to share something with you guys, man. I know a lot of people seen it, on Twitter and on Instagram. In better news, right? In better news. I don't want to be, just completely depressed this live, right? Talking about Chandler Jones. But I want to present something to you guys real quick, man. Salute to my guy, Marquette King. I want to share this news with you guys, man, because you guys are my people. And without you guys, this type of stuff doesn't happen. We made the NY Post yesterday, you guys. We made the NewYorkPost.com. Marquette suggests that Mark Davis Noogie ended his Raiders career. This is insane to me. This is definitely an accomplishment that I want to add, that I can add to my portfolio moving forward. I just want to say salute to everybody that was a part of this. Marquette King, Raider Cody, my brother Hammer, my brother B, Mitch, everybody, man, that was a part of making, with a part of this interview. It's just great, man, to see, all the hard work really, truly being seen and being appreciated, man. So the New York Post, it don't really get any bigger than that, you guys. You know what I mean? So thank you guys so much for staying behind me, man, and supporting me and always pushing me, to continue to do what I'm doing. I just want to say I appreciate you guys for real. Every season is always some kind of unnecessary BS. I'm ready for the mock drafts. Go Raiders. Salute to my dog, Max. And this is facts, man. Man, it's so cool to go on the website and actually see my name. I know they spelled the OakLosVegas podcast a little wrong, but they got my name right. You know what I mean? So I just want to say, man, salute to everybody that played a part in this podcast, and salute once again to my brother Marquette King on the viral moment. I believe we have like over 12 million views on this on Twitter right now. So salute to the Noogie God, Marquette King, man. Appreciate you guys as always, man. Real talk also. Let me get rid of this. I'm gonna stop the screen. Boom. Let's talk about Max Crosby, you guys. Yesterday, let me get this off the screen. Yesterday, the injury report came out. Jacorian Bennett hamstring. He was limited in practice Wednesday. He was also limited yesterday. Hopefully that's a good sign that he will play. this upcoming Sunday against the Los Angeles Chargers. Curtis Bolton did not practice 2 days in a row. So like I said before, us bringing in a linebacker off the streets and signing him into our practice squad, I think that kind of is a signal that Curtis Bolton, this knee injury may be more severe than what we think. Max Crosby, he was limited Wednesday, but he did not practice yesterday. I'm not going to trip out yet, right? Because, this guy has been proven to stay healthy. He has not missed a practice. Not missed a game in his career up to this point. The guy is always out there. But it's kind of nerve-wracking to know that Max Crosby missed practice yesterday, right? It's a little spooky to know that our guy, missed practice. But this may be a sign of them just being cautious of him, making sure the knee doesn't, maybe it's rest. It could be veteran rest. I don't see a way, though, where Max Crosby's not going to play. This guy is a dog. I don't know if you guys seen the actual play when he tweaked his knee against Pittsburgh. He still played through it. So I don't think there's any way that he doesn't play, but this is definitely something to just keep an eye on, you guys. He did miss practice yesterday. He'll probably be back today, and then we can just kind of get over this whole thing. But something to monitor moving forward. Max Crosby missed practice yesterday, and he was limping. He fought through it, and we need him. We need him to get after Justin Herbert this upcoming Sunday. We got to put pressure on him. And without Max Crosby, I'm going to be honest, we don't have a defensive line. And I don't want to shit on anybody. I don't want to be mean, but it is what it is. Tyree, 0.0 pass rush rating as a rookie through the first 3 weeks, non-existent. Malcolm Kuntz is playing really well for us, but these guys won't play him. He's not getting all the snaps. So I don't understand that. And then the defensive tackles, we don't even really have to talk about that. Tillery and Bilal Nichols have not been able to generate any pass rush from the interior of that defensive line. John Jenkins looked okay in spurts, and, Adam Butler's been, So we need our guy out there. Brave, I agree. I think that we're going to bring Malik Reed off of the practice squad and activate him. But me personally, I know Malik Reed has been in the league for a little bit. I'd rather see Amari Burney, Brave. I'd rather see our young guy, Amari Burney, be activated over Malik Reed. I know some people are really high on the pickup. Malik Reed, I'm a little, he's cool. But he's been around the league a little bit. I'd rather see what we have with the young guys that we went out and drafted, man. So if there's a shot, I would love to see Amari Burney active as well as Nesta Jade also. And why not Chris Smith? Add him to that safety room. Like, let's get these young guys going, man. But yeah, something to monitor, you guys, with Max Crosby with the knee. He did not practice yesterday, but I think that he will be playing Sunday. Jimmy G concussion. He was limited yesterday in practice. So we're still kind of seeing where we are in terms of Jimmy G. I'm just going to say this. I think that this regime will play Brian Hoyer if he is not able to go. So I'm going to be real with you. I want Jimmy G back. If I knew that Aiden O'Connell would be the guy to play Sunday if Jimmy G wasn't out there, I'd be like, look, rest Jimmy G. Let's see what we have with the young guy. But I'm almost 100% positive that these guys are going to go out there and play Brian Hoyer, a guy that's been 0-12 starting games since 2016. They'd probably throw him out there. So at the end of the day, at this point, I'm just hoping and praying that Jimmy G is ready to go come Sunday, because I'd rather see Jimmy G over Aiden, over Brian Hoyer, but I'd rather see Aiden O'Connell over both. You know what I mean? He is in concussion protocol still. He definitely still is. But to see him out there in limited fashion at practice is kind of a sign that, maybe he's showing some progress moving forward. So I think that Jimmy G is going to be the guy out there. But I'm going to be real. If Brian Hoyer's out there, you might as well just pack it up, and we're going to be 1-3. I'm telling y'all now that, there's no way you go out there and beat the Chargers. I don't care how bad that defense has been. They've been struggling with injuries and all that other stuff. We will lose that football game. There's no chance in hell we're going to win that game with Brian Hoyer out there. It's just not going to happen, especially with the run game struggling the way it is, with Josh Jacobs not being able to get it going, the O-line not really holding up their end of the bargain. I'm telling y'all now, we will probably go out to LA and get blown out. And you don't want to see that. You do not want to see that at all. People don't realize, man, that real quick, going back to Max Crosby, right? I do believe that Jimmy G will probably end up passing concussion protocol and playing for us. But Max is even bigger, is a bigger threat for us, you guys, because this guy has owned LA. He's owned SoFi Stadium, man. For those who do not know, salute to Yardbarker on this. Max has 20 solo tackles, 11 assists, and 3.5 sacks in 8 games against the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. So we need him out there. We need him out there. Against the Chargers combined, he averages 2.9 tackles, 1.6 assisted tackles, 4.4 combined tackles, and 0.5 sack. We need our guy out there at SoFi Stadium. So far this season, our guy got 15 combined tackles and 2 total sacks. We need more help from our D-line in order to get him going. Salute to Mutation, my guy, man, on the 20-piece special. Salute to you. Levi Edwards. Josh McDaniels also confirmed that while Max Crosby's knee didn't practice yesterday, it was more of a precautionary rest day, and he's optimistic about his status for Sunday. Appreciate you on a $20 special, bro. And yes, it's just still something to monitor, knowing that, you know, our star guy is dealing with a knee injury, because it was clear as day watching him on that field. He was fighting through that knee injury, man. So salute to Mutation, and also salute to our guy, Levi Edwards, man. Salute to my dog, Larry DM. Too many doomers right now. It is facts. This is facts. But, you know, let's just be honest, Larry, right? We've been Raider fans forever. We've seen this show before, time and time again. And this is just not a good football team right now. There's still plenty of time to get it together. But when your quarterback is struggling and leading the league in picks, when you're you know, this guy that's supposed to be an offensive guru, a genius, Josh McDaniels, and the play calling is struggling, and you can't get the run game going. It's very hard right now to be optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I think that we can win Sunday, Larry? Definitely. I'm always going to root for my team. I'm always going to be sitting here like, let's get it. Let's get this W. But at the end of the day, it is very, 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 very tough to be optimistic right now with what we've seen these past 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Outside of those first scripted, you know, offensive series where we just looked like we're about to dominate, the offenses came right back down to reality. You know what I mean? It's just we've struggled mightily in Buffalo, you know, and back home against Pittsburgh in prime time. So I'm going to be real with you. I'm one of them doomers at this point, Larry. Do I think we can win? Yes, I do. But at this point, you got to show me something, because what we've seen up to this point, it has been very, very depressing. Salute to my dog, Larry. Salute to my guy, Mongo, as well. If we let Chandler go, what money do we clear up, G? We need Crosby and the rest of the squad. Respects. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother, on the $5 donation. And I don't know yet, because at this point, he's done so much to try and expose the organization and expose Larry Fitzgerald. And he was even going at Max Crosby yesterday, Mongo. I don't know if you guys seen that, going at Max, going at Hunter Renfrow. You know, he was just there has to be a way, right? Like, what is it? Detrimental. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be some type of conduct detrimental to the team to find a way to escape out of this contract. There has to be. If we found a way to get out of AB's deal, we have to be able to find a way, because AB didn't even have a meltdown like this. Like, this is insane. Like, you're accusing allegedly that your head coach had something to do with Aaron Rodgers being killed. You're allegedly saying that Josh McDaniels has something to do with the kid being molested. Like, this is very, very insane. There has to be a way where we can get out of this contract completely, because if this ain't, conduct detrimental, you know, I mean, I don't know what is, Mongo. So something to definitely keep a close eye on and monitor is moving forward is that contract and how the NFL, you know, deals with it. Salute to Ridgeback, my dog, man. Salute Graphk. Salute to you, my brother. Shout out to my dog, Ridgeback, always my guy right there, man. Salute to Kenny Mac. Graphk, I'm trying hard to keep faith, but I don't understand why we have guys that coaches don't use. It's sickening to see Josh McDaniels lose this locker room. And I'm with you right now, brother. I'm going to be real. At this point, we're looking more and more like our head coach is losing this locker room. You know, the more you see the body language of Josh Jacobs in his presser the other day, the more and more you see Devontae Adams and his body language and the words that he's putting out there, even Max Crosby. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose your leaders. And one thing I like that Josh said the other day, Josh Jacobs, not Josh McDaniels, was that it looks as though the leaders are becoming more vocal. That was the word that Josh Jacobs used in his presser, right? More vocal. That's what we need right now, the leaders, because it's clear cut that these guys are not fighting for their head coach. but maybe we can get them to fight for Devontae Adams. Maybe we can get them to fight for Josh Jacobs. Maybe we can get them to fight for Max and Jimmy G and Colton Millers of the world, right? We need these guys to fight. And if they're not going to do it for their head coach, do it for the leaders in the locker room. Do it for the guys that are, trying to boost these guys' morale and get them going for Sunday, for Sunday. Because at the end of the day, if the coach is losing, the locker room, at some point, the leaders got to come together and try to hold that thing together. But I agree with you, bro. It is sickening right now. And I think that Josh definitely is losing the locker room. There's a lot of rumblings about players not being excited playing in that system. They think it's boring football. They're not having fun out there. That is scary, man. That is scary. These guys are actually coming out and clearly saying we're not having fun playing football right now. And to be real with you, we're 1-2. I don't think anyone that's 1-2 is having fun playing football. You know what I mean? But Josh is definitely at this point losing the locker room. But the good thing is there's still plenty of time to figure it out and get it together. We just have to. It has to start Sunday. It has to start. You have to build some momentum somewhere. And it starts Sunday at SoFi, the first place that we finally get some real home field advantage at. I'm expecting 70-30, in LA, maybe even 80-20 with the Raiders. I know they said 60-40. That's cap. The only way they do that is if the Chargers have those AI fans out there, fake robots that they have planted all throughout the stadium. There's no way in hell it's going to be 60-40. No way. There's not that many Chargers fans. It is what it is. Salute to my dog, John, man. Good news. We can beat Green Bay. Bad news. Lions are raw. Yeah, the Lions are different. They have a great offensive coordinator. They have a head coach that they're fighting for in Dad Campbell. That is a nice team that they have assembled out there in Detroit. They're doing it the right way. And it just sucks to see the likes of Cleveland finally getting their shit together, right? Detroit's getting their shit together. When is it going to be our time to get our shit together? I know we had a playoff appearance in 2021, but at some point we got to find some sustainable success. And I'm just hoping that it starts Sunday, man, even though there's a dark cloud over this fan base right now, this organization as a whole. I'm hoping that we can figure it out and get it together, man, come Sunday. Salute to John, man, my dog. Yeah, man, good morning to everybody in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. OakLosVegas.com for the drip. There's going to be new merch up today. PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raider related. WoodsonWhiskey.com for the GOAT whiskey. Salute to Nino. This game is going to be tough, especially if Max isn't 100. If they pull it off, though, my faith will come back slightly. This will be the easiest defense to this point. First three were better Ds. And this is facts. Buffalo has a good defense. Denver, and up until last week, they gave up a 70-piece special, but Denver always usually puts out, a nice product on the defensive side of the ball. And Pittsburgh's defense was stout. They cooked us, this past Sunday. But the Chargers are dealing with a lot of injuries. I think Kenneth Murray, everybody, Khalil Mack has been getting veteran rest, but I know Bosa, a lot of those guys on the defensive side of the ball, Derwin James, they've been dealing with some injuries. We got to go out there and expose those guys, but the offense has to get this shit together in order to do so. You know what I'm saying? And the way this offense is struggling right now, Nino, this would be the week for the Chargers defense to build some confidence, right? Because the offense can't score, at all. 18, 16, 10 points. We haven't even put up 20 yet. Scary, man. It's scary, man. Let me see. Salute to Jamal. See you, brother. Adam, look, at this point, I don't trust the offensive coordinator either. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, Adam, I'm going to be real with you. This offense lives and dies with Josh McDaniels. Simple and plain. There's no way around it. You don't just hand the keys off. And if he does that, at this point, there's an ego there with Josh McDaniels. He's not going to give up the play calling. That offense is his offense. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to just say, here, take the keys and you call how you call it, how you want to call it. That's not going to happen. It's not. This is Josh McDaniels' offense. We're going to live or die with that offense, and he's going to be the one calling the plays. Simple and plain. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Salute to Elite. I see you, sis. Shout out to Raider Way, my brother, man. Good to see you, man. Just for everybody popping in right now, Chandler Jones was arrested late last night in Las Vegas. TMZ was first on it. Apparently, He went against some type of protection order. So it looks as though he had contact with someone he was not supposed to have contact with. I don't know if that's the organization. I don't know if it's the coaching staff. I don't know if it's a personal relationship that he has outside of football. It could be one of his neighbors because he was walking around the neighborhood looking kind of crazy and talking to one of his neighbors kind of outside of his, outside his neck. You know what I mean? So I don't know who it was, but late last night, he was definitely arrested. So that's something to keep an eye on. I don't know, moving forward, I don't know what's going on. Maybe he gets released today. We shall see. Let me see. To be honest, I'd rather have McDaniels. One second, real quick, y'all. Hold on. My apologies. Every time I go live, B want to call me, man. To be honest, I'd rather see McDaniels call it than Mick Lombardi. There we go. We saw that Dallas and there you have it, Max. I mean, like I said, we live or die. We're going to live or die with Josh McDaniels in his offense. Yeah, Kenny Mack. It's official. He has been arrested. I believe it was midnight last night. Yeah, and Moto, and this is facts. He's definitely going to be the one. If he was out there limited yesterday in practice, I'm assuming that he's going to get over that concussion protocol and he will play Sunday. And anything is better than Brian Hoyer, y'all. Anything is better than Brian Hoyer. Hey, Richard, I agree. I definitely agree. You hate to see this guy having to go in and out of, mental health facilities and then go into jail. At the end of the day, Chandler don't need to be on the streets right now. It's clear. I don't know if you guys seen the videos yesterday. This dude was burning up blankets in his backyard on the fire. It was insane, the shit that this guy was doing, man. So he definitely needs to be somewhere off the streets and getting whatever help he needs because he's definitely dealing with something right now. You don't think that Jimmy G plays? I do. I know, right, Max? That was the fastest concussion protocol. Well, he technically hasn't passed the concussion protocol yet, but we shall see. And while I agree with you, we definitely should be in touch with the NFL, trying to see if we can do the same thing with AB and get that contract off the books. Let me see. Hey, and Michael, I agree with you. He has looked really bad these past 2 weeks. Really bad. Outside of those first series, he's looked terrible. He's looked scared. The happy feet is there. This guy in week 1, it was so great to see him kind of going through his reads and his progressions these past 2 weeks. I think that hit in Buffalo probably got him off his game, got him a little spooked, but it looks as though he's just going with his first read or maybe even his second read. It's just, I don't know. When I seen him throw that pick in a triple coverage with Jacoby Myers against the Pittsburgh Steelers, I said, oh, yeah. It's clear that, he's not on his A game right now. You know what I mean? If you guys look at that play specifically on tape, there was other guys open. This guy had all the time in the world. The O-line kept that pocket clean as ever. Jimmy had all the time in the world to get rid of that football. If anything, throw the football away. That man threw it in a double, triple coverage with Jacoby Myers, and he didn't even have a chance to even make a play on the ball at all. You know what I mean? So it's clear that Jimmy is struggling right now. Period. I don't know if he's just in his own head because of the injuries, that he's took, the ankle, the concussion. I don't know, but it's clear that he is off right now. And 6 picks leading the league. That's unacceptable, man. On Demon, I agree with you, but I'm going to say this, right? His A game ain't even that good. This is facts. We all know this guy is a bridge quarterback at best. We don't expect this guy to be an all-pro quarterback. We knew when we missed on Tom Brady, who ended up retiring, right? We missed on, Aaron Rodgers, who eventually went over to the Jets. We knew what time it is when we brought Jimmy G in. This is not a guy that we thought was going to play at a super, super duper high level. Yes, he's a winner in the NFL. Yes, he's had some great defenses. Yes, he's looked totally better than what he looks like right now on previous teams. But we already knew what we had with him. We knew what we had with Jimmy G. And at this point, I'm just hoping that, and I'm hoping he shows up. But if not, I'm hoping that this is a situation where, once again, he loses his job to a rookie, a young guy that comes in and Aiden O'Connell, and he's the guy that's the future. I'm just hoping that history repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? If Jimmy G can't get his shit together, that Aiden comes in and can eventually take us to the promised land. I know that's a lot to ask for from a rookie quarterback, but it is what it is. Look, I've seen Jimmy G play decent, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him not turn the ball over this much. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is unacceptable. This is not the way Jimmy G plays football. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I'm not, like I said, I'm not acting as though Jimmy G is this hot shot quarterback, but even this is bad for him. It's unacceptable. So, salute, man, to Joseph Allen on the $10 special. Who is the intern coach if McDaniels gets fired? Joseph Allen, I don't see a way where he gets fired at all. I think they give him at least this season and maybe even half of next. You know, I thought that from jump, I thought he would get 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sticking to that. But if he did get fired, I don't know. I'm assuming maybe they hand the reins off to Rob Ryan. I don't know if they keep Patrick Graham. Maybe they get the keys to him. At this point, I have no clue. It's not going to be Lombardi. You know what I mean? It probably have to be a guy with a lot more, credibility in the NFL, and it'd probably be Rob Ryan. I'm going to be real with you. Our senior defensive, assistant? Is that what you want to call him? I'm assuming it'd be Ryan. Let me see. This the shit I hate, bro. Jamal, dog, you gotta stop with this shit, bro. My chat flies, bro. Like I get you support and I appreciate that, bro. But I'm gonna miss a lot of comments, bro. And it's crazy that I just seen this one because it is what it is, bro. Like I'm sorry, my chat flies, dog. I can't keep up with everything, bro. So if you wanna shoot out, have a blessed day, King. But I'm not gonna catch everything in my chat, bro. You know what I mean? If I had 30 people in here, it'd be a lot easier to read everything, bro. It's very difficult to keep up with everything, bro. So come on, man. Like, come on, dog. Yeah, like that shit's crazy, bro. That shit is wild. Shout out to Raider Ryan. And yes, Jimmy is playing like shit. The offensive line in the running game is not helping. Maybe pretty Jimmy needs glasses. Salute. Shout out to Isaac, man. What up, Docs? Hoping for a dub this week. I think we all are, brother. I think we all are. Definitely, man. Salute to my brother Isaac, man. Appreciate you, King. Hey, Shady, man. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Damn, the Jamals are coming out the woodworks today, bro. The Jamals is coming out the woodworks today, bro. Shout out to my brother Maul. Yo, that shit is crazy, dog. Y'all act like I got 5 or 6 people reading the chat with me. I'm the only one reading this shit. Man. Let me see. Chris says Jimmy G buy ice cream for everyone today. Yo. Nah, Shady, I knew you was playing, bro. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Sometimes we got over 1,000 people in the chat, man. I'm gonna miss some things, man. Salute to Dominic. When do you think we are going to see Nesta J, Byron Young? And well, Byron Young's been out there, Dominic, and he's actually on the injury list right now as well. He popped up on the injury report yesterday. Limited participant with the ankle injury. And I didn't read the rest of it as well, you guys, but Roderick Teamer, his Achilles, he did not practice also yesterday. And then Malcolm Kuntz with his groin, he was limited practicing yesterday as well. So that's scary. Both of our top pass rushers, Malcolm Kuntz and Max Crosby, dealing with something right now. But Byron Young's been out there. That's what sucks, bro. That's the scary shit, right? It's like he's been out there. He just hasn't done anything. But yes, I'm waiting on Nesta Jade, and I'm definitely waiting on Christopher Smith. I'm waiting to hear Palomao's name heard. I have not heard anything with him out there. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with him? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just been seeing a lot of Marcus Epps and a lot of Trayvon Merrick. You know what I'm saying? And even a little bit of Roderick Teamer out there. So I'm waiting to hear a lot of these young guys' names be called. Salute to my dog Pace. Is Chance still tweeting? Oh, they took his phone finally. Never mind. You ain't shit, Pace. Salute to my dog Pace, man. That's my boy right there. Let me see. Science Writer says, tell Jimmy G interceptions equals no trips to the Bunny Ranch. Yeah, eventually saying he's going to have to start paying for the ass once again instead of getting it for free. This is definitely no cappuccino. Mr. Raider said, you said you love me, Docs. Let me see. Damn, Farza, that's some scary shit. At this rate, I think they extend Chandler Jones. Yo, for real, bro. For real. Salute to Timmy B, man. I agree with you, Docs. That's a ton of our struggles are Jimmy. This makes me think McDaniels is going to get another 5 years, man. Scary, scary thoughts, brother. Salute to my brother, man, Vaughn in the building. What's good, Graphk? It seems like every year we waste a playoff caliber team, hoping we could turn it around, but changes in key positions need to take place, and this is facts. Facts. At the end of the day, man, prioritize the middle of that defensive line. Go get you a true defensive tackle, not these guys that are retreads like Tillery and Bilal Nichols. Go get that guy, right? The linebacker room has kind of been a breath of fresh air for us, but we could still use some more corner help. I think at this point, you need to put Christopher Smith out there because I want to see improvement at the safety spot too. But we need that other additional edge rusher because it's clear cut that at this point, Tyree's not the guy. Daniel, yes, he did get arrested, brother. He was arrested late last night, I believe around midnight. Salute to Pimpin', man. You think Devontae's comments about team members figuring shit out and not putting the same amount of time into preparation is a message to Jimmy? I think it's a message to a lot of people on the team. I think it's a message to the defensive line. I think it's a message to the offensive line. To be real with you, Pippin, the way I took that was the trenches. The trenches. You want your running back to run the football effectively, right? Well, block for him. You want Max Crosby to eventually be able to get to the quarterback 15 to 20 times a season, right? Sacks, right? Well, help him out. I think he was really talking about the trenches. You know what I'm saying? But he could have been talking about Jimmy G. I mean, look, at this point, he's talking about everybody. We're 1-2. 1-2. There's only a few players on this team that is showing out right now. You know what I mean? Divine Diablo's been a breath of fresh air. Robert Spillane's look good. Colton Miller is going to be Colton Miller. Josh Jacobs is struggling. Devontae's doing his thing. Jacoby's doing his thing. There's no Hunter Renfrow. There's no Trey Tucker. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys are not holding up their end of the bargain. I mean, look, I love Marcus Peters. He missed a clear pick six that could have potentially won us that game. I just think he's just saying, look, we all got to step it up. We all got to step it up. But if I'm thinking if there's a specific position he was talking to, I'm thinking he's talking about the trenches. Put more pressure on opposing quarterbacks, and your offensive line needs to help protect more so you can run the ball effectively so you can open up the offense. Let me see. Salute to Max. Are we keeping Jimmy G after the season? Promote AO4 to QB2 and draft another QB. I don't think Jimmy G sees another season at all, Max. I don't. And, I love the way Zeig, sets up these contracts. There's probably, we're probably going to be out of it. Jimmy G was supposed to be this bridge guy. I do believe we go draft another quarterback. I think this regime is going to draft a quarterback every year until they get it right. But, yes, I don't think that Jimmy G is going to be here at all. I don't. I think he'll be gone. I think he'll be out of here. And he may go to a team like maybe the Jets that have a stout defense. Salah's over there. If Aaron Rodgers can't return, I can definitely see him going to a potential team that already has that defense in place, and he can be that, just that game manager, so to speak, and with the guy that he has experience with, like Robert Salah. Let me see. Bryce, Falone is done, man. Falone's done. I'm telling you right now, Falone is cooked. Watch some of his tape that he's putting out there on Twitter and on Instagram. You can see it when he's running in the backyard. He's running in the front yard. He's cooked, bro. He's cooked. He's not going to help that D-line at all. That is not the answer at all, Darius Falone. I hope he makes his way back into the NFL. I truly do. But the surgeries, the injuries he's had, Darius Falone is cooked, bro. I think I missed a new member as well. Let me look real fast. Salute to Jeff Acosta. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, it definitely helps. It's one of the best ways to support the channel. Hit the link. It's pinned up top. Welcome, Jeff. Shout out to my dog, man. Let me see. Shout out to Larry DM on a $50 special. One more for the day. Thanks for being the best Raider content creators out there. Glad to see you growing and your success is I appreciate that, Larry. More than that money, the comment that you just provided, bro, means a lot to me. Thank you so much, bro. Real talk, man. We've been working our asses off, traveling, putting our bodies on the line to party with the nation and shit. I don't have it in me. I'm about to be 40 in January. I don't have it in me to be out there drinking and doing all that crazy shit. but we're doing it all for a purpose, to put on for the nation and create these new avenues. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you, Larry. That means a lot to me, brother. For real, man. Thank you so much, brother, for all the continued support. That means a lot to me, man. Salute to my dog, Larry DM, a member of the channel on a $50 special. Everybody wipe them feet, y'all. We are over 700 deep. Wipe them feet, hit your thumbs up, man, and hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed yet. Salute to my dog, Carlos, man. I hope Hoyer slips on the effing banana peel so we can see AO4 out there stretching out the field. Salute to Carlos, my dog, on a $5 special, man. Salute. It was a joke about the fans, bro. Come on, we know he isn't. Nah, Dan, you already know. Anthony, yes, I would. But the problem is this. I think this regime is trying to build for the future. I don't think they have any, seen it last year, right? I don't think they have any real purpose of trying to go there right now. You know what I'm saying? Like would I personally, if they thought that this team can win right now, which I don't think that they do, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that Josh McDaniels and Zeke think that they have what they need in order to get it done. But me, if you add Aaron Donald into the mix, definitely. But the Rams have been kind of a breath of fresh air right now. They look good out there like that. They got that team ready, man. Raheem Morris, I believe, is the defensive coordinator over there. Sean McVay, they got those Rams playing feisty. So I don't think the Rams at this point give up on Aaron Donald. I think that they're going to fight tooth and nail until the end of the season, man. But me personally, yes, I would, man. Salute to Pace. Maybe Jimmy hasn't been to the ranch yet. Yeah, that's probably it. I solved it. I want Playboy Jimmy, the one that went to the Super Bowl. Salute to my dog Pace, man. Salute, my brother. Salute to LV. Nation needs to step it up at the Death Star. This is facts. Factory outlet, man. Facts, my brother. Salute to Q. I'm late, but here for that top tier content. Salute to my dog, man. Let me see. Go get Sue. Really, I'm telling you, Sue is cooked. Sue is done. If you go watch the tape from last year in Philadelphia, he's cooked, brother. He's cooked. I'd rather just keep what we have now than pay Sue at the tail end of his career just trying to get a buck. Nah. Let me see. Shout out to my brother Maul, man. Trey Tucker, the 9th fastest ball carrier at 21.11 miles per hour this season in the NFL, and we can't get him the ball. And another guy, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that Hunter Renfrow has all the speed in the world, but a guy that's a playmaker, you know what I'm saying, that can run up that yak, that yards after the catch. To see him and Trey Tucker not being involved in this offense is unacceptable. I mean, even DeAndre Carter, he's a playmaker, Maul, right? Get the ball in his hands. Get the ball in your playmaker's hands. DeAndre Carter is a threat every time he touches the football. It's just like Trey Tucker. Got to get these guys rolling, man. I agree with you, brother. Trey Tucker needs to touch the ball way more than what he is right now. Mr. Raider, I appreciate you, brother. That means a lot. JC, I think that this is because of Curtis Bolton, that knee injury. I think that they just wanted at this point, some depth at the linebacker position. He is on a practice squad right now. I don't know if they activate him this week, but I think they like what they have in Luke Masterson, Divine Diablo, and Robert Spillane. I know it hurts to lose Curtis Bolton. They're really high on him, but I think that this was kind of just a signing to add depth to that linebacker position. I don't know if they bring him up this week. They could, but I don't think they do. I think, we're playing against Herbert this season. This Sunday. I think that they're going to maybe bring some help. Isaac Rochelle's on the 53-man roster now, right? Maybe they bring in Tyler Hall. Maybe they bring a guy in that can, give you reps as safety, give you reps in the nickel. He can play all over the place. Maybe they bring him off the practice squad this week. A guy that, can help somewhat keep Justin Herbert honest. You know what I mean? But that's my guess. I think we're going to bring Tyler Hall off the practice squad this Sunday. Shout out to my brother, man, Junior Flores in the building. Salute to you, King. I know that cup is on the way as well. And I just got an email. I believe your hat is on the way also, man. So salute to you, my brother, Junior. David, I always do. That's one of my favorite Raiders of all time. So it hurts my soul to see Khalil Mack and another, especially the Chargers. This is like a Marcus Allen watching him with the Kansas City Chiefs. It hurts my soul, bro. Every time I see Khalil Mack in that baby blue, I throw up on myself a little bit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is definitely another Marcus Allen to the Kansas City Chiefs type situation. I hate it. I definitely hate it. Let me see. Is Tucker is outrunning his opportunity? I don't know, Mr. Reddit. This is a guy that they took early. They took this guy in the 3rd round. They used the Darren Waller pick on Trey Tucker. How are you not getting him active? Like, how are you not getting him his reps? It's insane. And I'm watching all these other teams, right? Like the Rams, they got some nice speedy weapons that they're utilizing. I'm watching all these other teams around the league using these speedy kind of gimmick guys week in and week out. And I'm like, how are you not getting Trey Tucker like his reps? It's just insane to me. This offense is just complete shambles right now. Josh Jacobs is not running the ball. Like I said, outside of Devontae and Jacoby, man, this offense is reeling. We got to figure it out this Sunday, man. We do, because it'll be a big, Junior Lamb, my dog. It'll be a big thing for us to go 2-2, but 2-0 in our division. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we lost to Pittsburgh. That sucks. Taking a conference loss. Yes, we lost to Buffalo. We already got 2 conference losses, you guys. That is big. That is big at the beginning of the season, especially if you were fighting for a playoff spot, right? But if you can go 2-0 in your division, that puts you at what, 2-2 in the conference. That definitely helps you out a lot if you think that you can reach the P word, right? Which is the playoffs. So, salute to my dog, man. Go Sniper, my brother, man. Graphk, just want to shout you out and your team. Thank you for being such a great voice for the nation. Thanks for always being there when someone needs to talk. Always checking up on my gym journey, man. Come on, brother. That's what we do. Family affair over here, man. I appreciate you, Ghost. And like I said, always keep me involved with what you got going on in terms of the gym. DM me, keep DMing me on Instagram and let me know what it is, man. Salute to my guy. Federo, this is facts. It's all receivers are getting open. Yeah, and I still got to beat up Josh about his play calling, because some of his play calling is just complete and utter bullshit up to this point. But yes, you got to put this on Jimmy, Federo, because if you go back and look at the tape, there's a lot of receivers being open. Jimmy is struggling to run this offense the way that Josh McDaniels once it ran. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. Tony, OakLosVegas.com. I'll put it in the chat if you want to go grab a hat. This is the website right here, and I appreciate you guys, man, for always supporting what we do over here at Oak Las Vegas. Right here, man. Go to the website, check out the shirts, and I'm about to put back up, man, the We Deserve Better t-shirts, man. I took them off the website because I felt like, okay, new season, new energy. I took them down. I'm about to reload them shits back up today. We Deserve Better t-shirts are going to be back on sale today. But OakLosVegas.com, man, for the drip. Salute to my boy Joe Nation, man. Jimmy G is playing too hesitant, Graphk. Let it fly. Exactly. You can tell he is shook up right now, Joe. He is shook up. It's taking him a little bit longer than we thought to get back the system. We all know he's been out of that system, I believe, for 6 seasons, right? With the Niners, he's moved on. It's going to take a little bit to get acclimated to the system, but it's just clear as day that he's struggling with it right now. He's struggling with it, and it's clear he's in his head about his ankle, or it's about the concussion. I don't know what it is, but it's clear that he's inside. He's in his head right now, and he's struggling. He's struggling mightily, man. He better snap out of that shit ASAP before he loses his job and becomes a career backup. I think this is the last shot that Jimmy G gets to have, you know, as being a potential starter, unless like a team like the Jets come calling and maybe they think he can be that guy for them. I don't know, but I think this is Jimmy's last shot to get it right. Salute to my dog, Joe Nation, man. I agree. I agree, Queen. I agree. And I know he's going through some things, and he may not even be, I'm not going to say might be. He's not in his right mind right now. So he may not even be able to control the emotions and all the shit that he's putting out there into the media right now. And that would suck to see him lose that money because of it. But at the end of the day, it's a business. And if this is, conduct detrimental to the team, and this is something in his contract that states that he can lose his bag because of it, take that money and put it towards something else. Period. But at this point, I don't know if this regime can figure it out and get it right. You know what I'm saying? Even with the money. It's scary, man. It's scary. Like, I'm questioning everything right now, you guys. You know, we're 1-2. We've looked bad. I led with optimism, going into the season like I always do. Every year, I'm like, we can get it done. We can get it done. Right now, I'm off my rocker. And these guys got to prove it to me, because at this point, I don't believe in anything they got going on. I don't believe in Josh McDaniels. I don't believe in Jimmy G. And at this point, I don't even believe in Zeke. Prove me wrong. Prove others wrong. Prove this fan base wrong, and you can get it done, because it's clear. You're looking at the sophomore class right now. Parham is struggling in year 2. Zeus is non-existent. He is not a good running back. And then you look at Mumford, he's getting reps here and there, but a 7th rounder. What? Matthew Butler's on the practice squad. Neil Farrell is a chief. You know what I'm saying? Like, Britton Brown is on the IR for the season. So you just take that whole class and wipe them out, right? I mean, you could add Devontae into it because he was our 1st and 2nd rounder, so you can do that if you want to kind of make yourself kind of ease the blow a little bit, right? Then you look at this year, 1st and 2nd rounders are struggling mightily. You're not getting anything out of them. Byron Young is struggling. Trey Tucker, every time he touches the ball, looks like he's going to do something major, get him more activated. But at this point, Trey Tucker's not doing anything. Aiden O'Connell's sitting on the bench as the emergency quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Amari Burney has not been activated. Nesta has not been activated. Chris Smith has not been activated. The only player that's doing anything for us at this point is Jacorian Bennett. And even him, he's had some big, some big penalties, which I question a few of them, but even him. So you got to look at Zeke and say, at this point, prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. Salute to John, man. Make sure you read all the comments all the time. In all seriousness, is it possible to slowly ease AO4 in by splitting time with Jimmy G during games? I don't think so, John. I don't think that Josh McDaniels will play the whole Shanahan game like in San Francisco or Santa Clara, where he split reps between Trey Lance and Jimmy G. I don't think so. If anything, that hampers Jimmy Garoppolo, because he feels like, oh shit, once again, at the end of the day, if you're going to put Aiden out there, just throw him out there to the Wolves. That's it. Like, don't ease anything. Just throw AO out there. Throw him out there. If Jimmy G shits the bed this Sunday and throws another 2 or 3 picks, you got to throw Aiden O'Connell into the fire. I'm sorry, bro. Because at this point, a lot of people are fighting for their jobs, and then your superstars are questioning if they even want to be there moving forward. Salute the Raider man. Docs, one more. I know one thing. If Hunter comes out running routes like he's trying to dance the tango, I'm going to lose my shit. Salute to my dog, man. Raider man. Appreciate you, brother, on the $5 donation. My dog. Salute to Old School as well, man. A stat from PFF that I talked about this earlier on in the show. A pass rush win rate of 0. I'm surprised it's that that's insane. It doesn't get any worse than that. Is he the defensive version of Alex Leatherwood? He's the defensive version at this point of Alex Leatherwood. He's the defensive version of Damon Arnett. He's the defensive version of Jonathan Abram. I mean, we can keep this list going. Yes, at this point, Old School, yes, you are right. Bingo. Salute to Daniel, man. I think Kuntz should get more playing time. Yes. I think we all can agree on that, Daniel. When he's out there, he looks really good. And I know he's still trying to get his shit together, with setting the edge and playing the run, but I would rather have him out there than a Tyree that is struggling with his get off. He doesn't have, like enough moves in his skill set at this point to get it done. I know Max has been working with him around the clock, but at this point, it's clear he's not ready yet. So you need to put Malcolm Kuntz out there. He is the better version that can potentially help you win some ball games. Tyree's not helping you at all. So I agree, brother. Let me see. Smitty, what do you mean? Look, bro, I'm still optimistic. I'm a Raider fan. I still think we can win Sunday. I think we can win the next Sunday. But I'm just going off of, look, this is the thing that people struggle with, right? This season, my optimism was there because there was not a lick of football being played yet, okay? I'm going off of no football being played yet. A new season, a new energy, okay? Before a lick of football was put out there, I am optimistic, okay? After Denver, I was optimistic. We won that game. It was a close game, but we went on the road and played in a very hostile environment and got it done. Seeing Buffalo brought my optimism down a little bit more. I said, you know what? Okay, off game. We're on the road 2 weeks in a row, West Virginia, Buffalo, Denver. Kind of tough, all right? But we'll come back home. We'll beat a reeling Pittsburgh Steelers team. It looked really bad. So I'm going to be real with you. I'm a fan, but my optimism is not where it once was, brother. Once football is being played, that's how I call it, how I see it, okay? I got to see football before I absolutely destroy a team. I see a lot of guys out there saying, it's just not a good football team. It's just not a good football team. We don't know that until we see what the product looks like on the field. And now we see it. Right now, it does not look that good up to this point. So I'm not trying to be an asshole, Smitty. I'm just going off of what I am seeing. The optimism starts slowly going out of the window, brother. You know what I'm saying? Once we actually see what really is taking place. But this is my team, and I love this team. You know what I mean? I don't know too many people that love this team as much as I do. And this is no shade to anybody. I'm not going to try and act like my fandom is bigger. I'm just saying I love this team a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm still here. I'm still excited about this team, but I'm going to be honest with you a little bit more and more every week. My excitement is dying a little bit. Raider Reese, yes, man. Don't forget McClendon Curtis. That's my guy, man. It hurts. Mondo, hey, Docs. Jimmy isn't meant to be a field general. No running game has him trying to pick apart a defense alone. Once the running game shows up, we're okay. And I'm hoping it starts this Sunday, brother. I'm hoping that Josh Jacobs gets his footing back together, man. I hope this O-line blocks for him. And I'm hoping that we can get out there and control the clock a little bit at SoFi and get the hell out of there with a win. Salute to my dog, Mondo. Salute to my dog, Jose, as always, my brother. Tyree Wilson kind of reminds me of Colton Miller, as in we are going to wait a long time for him to develop. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. As long as he continues to get better, I'm cool with that. I'm just going off the first 3 weeks. I'm not here to say that Tyree is going to be a terrible football player for the foreseeable future, right? He was the wrong pick for me because I wanted Jalen Carter, who was already playing like an all-pro, okay? But I'm not saying I don't believe in the kid anymore. I'm just saying from what I've seen thus far, he ain't ready to go. And hopefully, Jose, it doesn't take as long as us sitting back and watching Colt Miller develop. Maybe he can get it done these next few weeks. Hoping and praying, man. Salute to my dog on a $10 piece special. Salute to my boy Marcel as well. Best Raiders channel, period. Love from West LA. I appreciate you, my brother. Salute to my boy Marcel T. Salute to my dog Midnight as well. When I take a step back and look at the history, Josh has historically scored a low amount of points, mostly needed to have a good defense to hold teams to low scores just to go back. And mostly low scoring this offense is outdated. And Midnight, once again, you go back to the Bill Belichick's of the world, right? A guy that always puts a stout defense out there. It is what it is. But I've seen Josh have some firepower on the offensive side of the ball when he was play calling out there in New England. I'm not going to take anything away from him. I've seen him do some really good things as a coordinator in New England. But yes, he does look a lot different when he goes to Denver without Bill Belichick. He looks a lot different when he goes to Las Vegas without Bill Belichick. He still has a lot to prove. He has everything to prove at this point as a head coach. Because I'm telling y'all now, this is his last shot. This is it. This is his last shot. And he'll be a glorified offensive coordinator for the rest of his life. Salute to my dog Midnight on a $20 special. Smitty, I know that, bro. I know. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing, brother. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing. I can't be here after watching Buffalo absolutely destroy us and Pittsburgh cook us on Sunday Night Football. I'm like, oh, everything's going to be okay, Smitty. What would I look like, bro? That's cap. That's cap. What do I look like trying to sell you a dream, bro? Like I'm here going off of what I'm seeing now. It is what it is. I'm not going to sell you no dream, bro. I'm not going to sell you any hopium, bro. Salute to Bobby, man. Jimmy's arm is gone. Never been strong, but this right here, plus James snaps are low. Yeah, definitely James has struggled this year, man. OG's not run blocking. It's not JMD play calling. It's the execution. I think it's a little bit of both, Bobby. I think that, a lot of people are saying that his system is outdated and it's too complex. You got to you got to coach to your players' strengths. And right now, I don't think that he's really truly doing that. But you're right, though. The guards aren't helping him. Andre's struggling. It seems like any real nose tackle that's hovering over him is going to get to Jimmy G and absolutely destroy him. You're right. And Jimmy doesn't have the strongest arm at all. And that's never been one of his strengths. It never has been. Let's see. SVT said the Raiders sent the message for Chandler. Salute to my brother Halo, man. My brother. Graphk, been watching while here at work. Got a dip, though. Hope you and the family stay blessed, as always. Raiders! Salute to my brother Halo, man. Can't wait to get back with you, bro. Salute to my brother in real life. It's my God, man. Let me see. Let me look it up. I'm going to look it up, you guys, and put it on the screen. I want to see what it is the Raiders put out there. And that's big. I really, truly, I love that. Okay, my Twitter is tweaking on my computer. Let me bring it up on the phone. Salute to everybody in the building, you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. All right, here we go. Okay. The Raiders are hopeful that Chandler Jones receives the care that he needs. He is family, and all those involved are in our thoughts. As this is now a legal matter, we will not be providing further comment. Okay. The Raiders are hopeful that Chandler Jones receives the care that he needs. His family, and all those involved in our thoughts. I'm butchering this right now, you guys. As this is now a legal matter, we will not be providing further comment. Pretty much the Raiders are saying, get some help, and we're going to find a way to get out that contract because now it's a legal matter. I know it's a legal matter in terms of him getting locked up, but I'm telling y'all now, they put it out there. The Raiders are going to work on getting that money back. I'm telling y'all now. Some people may look at that tweet as it's a legal matter. He's locked up. It's a legal matter because they're about to go back and attack him for that bread. Salute to LJ, man, my dog, on a $14 special. Graphk, morning, my first time SC, and I'm finally be able to catch you live. I just got off a 13-hour shift. Grind, King. I love it. I respect the grind, my brother. Like I said to Mitch, why don't we give AO4 a shot? Because how his arm can help the run game. Facts. You know what I mean? It clears up, the box. You know what I mean? They're not going to just stack up that box against Aiden. He's going to, they're going to have to be a little more humble when Aiden's out there because his arm is a lot more stronger than Jimmy G. And I'm not here to say Aiden has the strongest arm in the world, but it's definitely stronger than Jimmy G. Opposing defenses are going to have to respect his arm a lot better so they can't clog that box up. You know what I mean? And that may free up that run game for Josh Jacobs to run around a little bit more. But that's facts. But, I think that these guys have egos. You know what I'm saying? They have pride. You know what I mean? And Jimmy G was their guy. So I think that they're gonna run this ship down to the ground with Jimmy G until he can't go out there anymore. You know what I mean? And maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it's not an ego thing. Maybe they believe that Aiden O'Connell ain't ready to go yet. I could be totally off. But I just feel like they think Jimmy G is their guy, so they're gonna burn to the ground with him. I don't know, man. Salute to my brother LJ, but you're right though, bro. You're definitely right. These defenses are stacking the box up, and we cannot run the football at all. Josh Jacobs is getting hit in the backfield so many times. It's absolutely disgusting. Salute to my dog LJ, man. Salute to Oxnard, my brother, man. What up, Docs? Appreciate the Raider talk you consistently put out there from one diehard to the next. My brother, man. Salute to you, King. Once again, Jose. Graphk, do you think we should look in free agency next year for a veteran center? We could, or we can draft one, Jose. Or if Parham continues to struggle at guard, just move him over to center and go draft another guard. I mean, McClendon Curtis was there. You know what I mean? You may not have to draft one, but Mumford can play some guard. Maybe you put him at right guard moving forward. I don't know. Because we know that, I think we can all agree that our starting right guard is not going to be here next year. You know what I'm saying? So with Van Rotten. So maybe they use Mumford at right guard moving forward, or they let Jermaine Illuminor walk and they keep Mumford at right tackle. I could be wrong, but either way, we're going to have to approach that O-line, the trenches on both sides in next year's draft. But me personally, Jose, if Parham continues to struggle at guard, maybe they do move him over to center next year and they just draft another guard, maybe a pair of guards, to be honest. Salute to Jose. Shout out to Mondo. Would you trade 2 first-round picks for Carter to Philly? No, not at all. Not at all. That would never happen, brother. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, he's been looking great. And I have to say this too, right? I love Jalen Carter. I thought he was the best player in this past draft. But to be honest with you, he's doing all this with probably the greatest defensive line in the NFL. I mean, you got Fletcher Cox, you got all these weapons around you, Hassan Reddick. That D-line is insane. I'm going to be real. I don't know if Jalen Carter would look exactly the way he looks like he does in Philadelphia. He has a lot of help around him. Do I think Jalen Carter is going to be a dominant force for the foreseeable future? Yes. But giving away 2 firsts? Hell no. He is hella good. Don't get me wrong. But you had your chance to go get him. So, nah. But the team around him also is helping him look the way he looks. He went to the perfect situation. And that's why he's so dominant out there. And he's only getting a few reps. Now, he's not even getting 1 million reps right now. And he's already absolutely looking like a god on that D-line. But there's a lot of talent around him. But there's some great defensive tackles that are coming out in next year's class. And we're going to talk about that when it's time to. You know what I mean? Hopefully we're not doing mock drafts here in the next few weeks because we may be doing it. Let me see. Silent. I'm not saying that Jalen Carter will not be a problem in the deep. Come on, you guys. You know how high I am on Jalen Carter. I'm just saying there's a lot of guys around him that he can benefit off of. You know what I mean? And I don't know what he would look like next to Tillery, Tyree Wilson, and Malcolm, in Max Crosby. The D line he has is insane. Let me see. And we talked about that, Danny boy. That was why we said that this team was not going to take Jalen Carter because of the whole Henry Ruggs stuff. And I've said this 30,000 times that he wasn't even on their draft board. He wasn't even on the draft board. So that spoke about how much they thought of Jalen Carter. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building. But yeah, man, some updates. Shout out to Philip, man. Appreciate you, brother. That content. But yeah, we talked about Chandler Jones, you guys. Once again, prayers going out to him. He was arrested late last night. TMZ was first on the report. Prayers to him and his family. Max did not practice yesterday, hoping and praying that it was like a veteran rest kind of day because he is dealing with the knee injury at this point. A few other guys popped up on the injury report yesterday as well. Byron Young, our rookie at Alabama, he's dealing with an ankle injury. He was limited yesterday. Malcolm Kuntz dealing with that groin injury. I don't think he practiced Wednesday, but he was limited yesterday. Jimmy G, the concussion, he's still under concussion protocol, but he was limited yesterday. So that's a good sign that he may be available Sunday. Curtis Bolton, that knee did not practice these last 2 days. I would not be shocked if that injury, God forbid, is worse than what they're putting out there at this point. It may be bad, and that may be a reason why we went out and got Reed. And then Jacorian Bennett, he's been limited all week long with that hamstring injury, but it looks as though he may be ready to play this Sunday. Let me see. Shout out to Michael, man. Doc, show your resume to Mark with your videos. I swear you guys hit on a lot of guys in the past 2 years here, man. I don't even want to go back to the guys that I would have drafted. We would have had CeeDee Lamb. We would have had Tariq Woolen. We would have had Jalen Carter. You guys see my boy Emmanuel Forbes balling right now, right? You guys see my boy Tank Dale cooking right now, right? Yeah, man, it hurts my soul. I would have took Javon Holland. You know what I mean? He's balling out Miami, so – but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't know how Mark's going to think about me now because we just went viral with a video with one of his former players giving him a noogie. So I don't really know how Mark is going to feel about me at this point. I may never be able to get a chance to get in those rooms again because of it. This shit is on New York Post. It's on Pro Football. That shit just picked up steam. So Mark Davis is probably looking at me now like, you know what, Graphk? I'm about to blackball you from a lot of shit, man. Mark, man, hey, man, it wasn't me, King. It wasn't me, King. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. All I asked was a question, brother. I was just doing my job, Mark. I was just doing my job, Mark. I just asked for a story, man. I didn't know the noogie was going to come into play, King. Salute to my brother, Mark here, King. And he will be on the show again here soon, you guys. We're going to bring him on the show and have some fun. We're going to have some fun. Also, for those who have no idea, Louis Murphy Jr. will be on the show here in the next week or so. We're working on locking down the actual time now and getting him on here. Talk to him about his time in Oakland. We're going to talk to him about Florida and all the craziness that went down there. So stay tuned for that one. And I believe we have a few other guys that we're talking to. Salute to Wasted for locking one down next week. And we're going to hold on to that name. Just know we're working. Let me see. Yep, Brave, you are right. You are right. Salute to my dog, Rick. I actually said that to – who did I say that to? I think I said it to B. I was like, man, hey, salute to our brother Rick, man. He came on and said, hey, ask about Mr. Davis, and boom. Salute to Rick, my dog. Let me see. Silent. I would. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. He's already having a dominant year out there in Indianapolis. He's already got a touchdown, I believe, this year, right? They wouldn't do it for a second and a fifth, you know what I mean? But if we're not going to utilize Hunter Renfrow, I'm calling them and saying, look, I got a first in Hunter Renfrow right now for a 29-year-old DeForest Buckner, period. I don't care. Y'all can kill me for it. I don't give a shit. I'm sending a first and Hunter Renfrow for DeForest Buckner, a 29-year-old defensive tackle that can be that force to be reckoned with in that tier of that defensive line. Yeah, facts, Brick. It's coming, bro. I'm telling you, it's coming. Salute to Erica, my sis in the building. Happy Friday, bro. Say we get all the guys we wish we had. Do you have the confidence they would look as good as they do now under PG? And that's a good question. That's a good question, Erica. They could look like complete dog shit, under what we got going on right now, coaching staff wise. So I don't know. But the one thing we do is we watch college football all year long. You know what I mean? And we study these players come draft time. So we already know when we're doing these mock drafts who we're familiar with. And don't get me wrong, during those mock drafts, a few names pop up that we haven't heard, and we start doing our homework. But there's a reason why you stay on those guys all year long at the collegiate level. So when the offseason approaches, we're right on it. You know what I mean? Not everybody can do that, man. I see a lot of people that stay away from the whole draft stuff, and I get it. It's tough, man. There's a lot going on. It's a lot of information, to take, man. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, man, down. We seen that, man. We seen that. The thing is, whatever Chandler was saying could be true, or it can be just completely off because he's going through something. We just don't know. I'm not here to say what he's saying is true or false. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any of it. Whatever he said, he said. He has to live with that. Look, I'm not giving my opinion on that. I like that, Mondo. He said billionaires can get nuggies too. Salute to Big Slim. One thing is certain. Josh McDaniels and PG have been outcoached in every game. Could easily be 0-3. Yeah, man. Definitely. But you know what's funny, Big Slim? We could easily be 2-1 right now too. That's the thing about the NFL, right? It goes both ways. It's like, yeah, we could easily be 0-3. One false move in that Denver game, we lose. We're 0-3. But one right move, maybe go for it instead of kicking a field goal, and maybe we could have potentially won that game. So as easy as it is to say we could be 0-3, it's easy to say we could be 2-1. Shout out to my brother Zahn, man. On a positive note, before the season, I saw ESPN Talking Heads picked the Raiders to go 0-4. At best, 1-3. If you put any stock into what they have to say, it's at the worst one pick-wise. This is facts, huh? And the thing is this. We got a reeling Chargers team that got lucky, beating Minnesota, which is a 0-3 team, right? We got Green Bay coming up on a Monday night, so we're going to have a little bit more extra time to get our shit together. I think they just lost their left tackle for the next 4 games, or it could be for the season. I don't know. The starting left tackle's gone. Jordan Love is going to definitely feel that. And you see what they look like against Detroit last night. That's a winnable game. You got Chicago coming up on the menu, which they look terrible. Probably the worst team in the NFL. That should be a dub. So as weird as it is, you guys, these next few weeks, we can either be 500 or we could be a few games over 500. The NFL is insane, man. It is insane. A few years ago, that playoff year 2021, we all were like, our dick is in the dirt. It's over with. And then you just go on this crazy run where you beat a bunch of winnable games. You beat winnable teams. You know what I mean? A few starting quarterbacks go out because of COVID, a few old linemen out because of COVID, and boom, you're in the playoffs. You just never know. The NFL is crazy, man. NFL is crazy. Raider John, you know what's funny, man? So I'm not supposed to be going back to Vegas at all. I'm cool. But I am thinking about that Monday night game, man. I am. My OG, man, Charles Woodson. Salute to Charles. His birthday's that weekend. It's about to be crazy in Vegas. I'm still thinking about pulling up next week. I don't know yet, though. I don't know. We shall see. But I'm thinking about it, John. If I do, brother, we got to link up, King. Salute to Mondo, man, my dog. Is it hard to get Josh or Max on the show, Docs? I mean, look, these guys are stars, man. If it was easy, Mondo, you know what I mean? I think everybody would have them on the show. You know what I'm saying? But I really haven't tried. I've never reached out to Max or Josh to get on the show. Any conversations that I've ever had with them or their team has always just been Just, yo, man, how y'all doing? And, you know, whoop, whoop, whoop. I've never tried to get him on the show. Graham, I know, bro. I know, Graham. Bro, I don't think you understand. I was down and out when you called, bro. I was cooked. Yeah. Abusive relationship, man. This shit just keeps calling me, man. Smitty, look, I'm not one of those guys that's calling to go get a collegiate coach. Salute, Big Slim, my brother. Appreciate you, King. Oh, Sean, let me tell you something, man. This weekend, if I go, I'm not spending no money. look, nope. There's a ticket waiting on me. I'm not buying that. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell, man. Ronald, turnovers are destroying the Raiders on the offensive side of the ball, and getting no turnovers on the defensive side of the ball is destroying the defensive side of the ball. What a coinky dink, right, Ron? The offense is just committing all the turnovers in the world, and the defense can't get one. It's insane, man. It is insane. Jason, man, salute, bro. Jose, I mean, I can't say that. They're 1-2 just like we are. So, you know. Can you say that? They have the quarterback. They've located the quarterback. Their defense is trash up to this point. Austin Eckler's been dealing with some injuries. I think Mike Williams is gone for the season, right? He's out for the season. I know they went and drafted Q from TCU. Maybe it's his time to get his shit together. I don't know. You know what I mean? But they have another couple, I think they have Josh Palmer. They got some guys over there. But with Mike Williams, that's a big blow. He's out for the season. So I don't really know who is the better team at this point. I don't. We shall see Sunday, brother. Yeah, man. Let me see. Manny, I'm gonna be real with you. I said this the day before yesterday on the show. I think that they hold on to that until they get really, closer to game time. This may be like a game time decision. They may try to hold on to it as much as possible, but we shall see. I don't know. I'm thinking you may hear about it Sunday. This may be a real game time decision. Wouldn't it be insane, you guys, if Jimmy G was cleared out of concussion protocol and out of nowhere game time decision, we see number 4 run on the football field? That would be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. It'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Rob, we were going to be in LA. We were supposed to have a blackout party out there, but it was canceled. Well, I can't say canceled. I don't know what happened with the casino. We were supposed to do something at a casino, and then it wasn't lined up anymore. But we were supposed to be out there this week. We were supposed to be out there, but the casino, I guess, had other plans or something. I don't know. I don't know how that worked out. I think we all needed a break after this past weekend. It was insane. Salute to Spivey, man. Fire McDummy, hire Del Rio. Let me say this, Spivey. Salute to you on a $5 donation, brother. Appreciate you. I'm just going to say this. I get the McDummy shit, but it'd be even more dummy to go hire Del Rio back. That guy is a glorified defensive coordinator. There's no reason in the world to try and go get Del Rio back. He is not the guy. He is not the guy. Spivey, I appreciate you. I don't think that Del Rio probably ever has a head coaching position ever again at the NFL level. He is a glorified defensive coordinator. I don't see it. You know what I mean? And, yes, outside of 2016, what did he bring to the table? Fell off a cliff after that 12-4 season. He fell off a cliff. I think there was a reason why Del Rio, he's from the area. I believe he's from Hayward. Is it Hayward? I believe he's from Hayward, right? And he fought for that team. Being the team that he grew up watching and so on and so forth. And when shit fell off the cliff, he couldn't right the ship. So there's no reason for it. If you're going to go do something, Spivey, you go get the offensive coordinator. You go get Ben Johnson from Detroit. This upcoming season, if we fire Josh McDaniels, you go out and you go get your guy, the young Ben Johnson from Detroit. He looks like a great play caller. he could be the guy. He could be the next guy that could be your head coach for 5 to 10, I don't want to say 5 years. It could be up to 10 years. He could be the guy. I know Dan Campbell would hate to lose him, but that guy, his offense, the way he play calls would be phenomenal moving forward for us. I think that would be the right pickup if it wasn't if it's not a guy from the collegiate level. I would love to see Ben Johnson be the guy to be the head coach if they move on, from him. Mondo, once again, Dan Quinn, to me, glorified defensive coordinator. That's just how I feel. I know he had a few successful seasons out there in Atlanta. They got blown out. They got blown out. They gave up that big lead by New England in the Super Bowl, and he was kind of just, directed right back to being a defensive tackle. So he'll probably get a job somewhere. And I would love to have a defensive-minded head coach. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that he's going to be that guy. I think that Quinn is going to be – he stuck around out here on purpose. He could have tried to go out and get a head coaching position somewhere, but he's stuck in Dallas for a reason to be that defensive coordinator. And he has that defense looking really good. But he, to me, once again, is a guy that needs to stay as a coordinator. Salute to Mr. Casual. Backup still managed to cook us for whatever reason. We need a much better DL unit. This is facts. And a QB that teams will both fear and respect. Mr. Casual. Factory outlet. Facts plus tax, brother. Facts. Let me see. There you have it, Daniel. Dan Quinn equals a defensive version of JMD. That's funny. Danny, he did not get fired after that 2016 season. What happened was he moved on from Bill Musgrave and he brought in Todd Downey, and that offense shit the bed. And from there, it was just all downhill until we brought back John Gruden, which we still were downhill with him. So he wasn't fired right after that 12-4 season, brother. He had the 2017 season after DC got that big contract was a tough pill to swallow, man. They came out and looked like a shell of themselves. With Todd Downey out there calling the O, it looked like a totally different offense. Should have kept Bill Musgrave there. Should have kept him there. Musgrave was the guy that had that motor running on the offensive side of the ball. You go out and get Todd Downey. Asparagus. And Raider John, we talked to him, Marquette, about that. That interview is dropping today. We talked to him about was that locker room completely lost. We talked to Marquette, and you'll be kind of it's kind of interesting to hear what he has to say. Watch it. You'll hear it, Raider John. We're dropping it today. Shout out to Nick McBride in the building. Let me see. What would you do? If I'm calling it, Jimmy G's cooked. Put the young guy out there. If you're going to lose a bunch of ball games, put your young guy out there. Let him get accustomed to the speed of the game. Let him go out there and get some reps. Me personally, right? I'm throwing out Aiden O'Connell. I don't care. Jimmy G looks cooked. He looks like he's done. This looks like, to me, the way DC looked when he came back from breaking his leg. Scared in the pocket. The shuffling of the feet. I think Jimmy G is not only cooked physically, he's cooked mentally. And now with him throwing 6 picks already this season, he's even more cooked mentally. So me personally, I'm going with the young kid. I'm throwing Aiden out there, and then I'm injecting Nesta Jade into that defensive line, putting him at defensive tackle, because right now Bilal Nichols look like shit. Tillery looks like shit. I'm putting him out there. I'm getting the young guys some reps. I'm putting Chris Smith out there. Get him active. See what he can do. That's what I'm doing. If you can change the season, I don't know if it's a good change. It could be even worse. But at this point, we know what we got with Jimmy G, and he looks absolutely cooked mentally and physically. Aiden O'Connell to the rescue. That's what I'm doing. Because even if he's not the guy, at least you give him some reps, and then you have something to go off of next season in terms of drafting your next quarterback, right? Is it going to be a guy you get in the early rounds? Is it going to be a guy where you get to mid to late rounds again, like you did with Aiden? You got to throw your young guy out there to see what you have with him. You know what I mean? So me personally, that's the way to shake some shit up. Put Aiden out there. Let me see. Shout out to Dan. Do you think we would be doing the same? Better? I think we'd be doing the same. Look, come on, you guys. Let's not do this. I'm not here to bash DC. He still looks like shit in New Orleans. Yeah, they were 2-0 with him. He looked like shit. He's looked like shit. And I know that, their star running back has been suspended. I know they've had, some problems in a run game. I know that O-line has not looked exceptionally well out there. But at the end of the day, this is the NFL. You got to deal with those deficiencies. You got to figure out a way to overcome that shit. You know what I mean? That's why I never understood the whole DC needs a real receiver. He needs a better O-line. He needs a better defense. Look, man, you got to play with what you got. It is what it is. And he hasn't looked good. That defense has definitely saved him. And, but I think that it looked the exact same. We've seen what he looked like in this system last year. It wasn't good. So I think in year 2, it looked the exact same. I think Jimmy G and DC, it's the same shit at this point in this system. And unless Jimmy G can turn it around and get us hyped, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm throwing Aiden. I'm throwing the kid out there, man. I'm throwing the kid out there. But yeah, man. Hey, and Dan, that's the thing too. They haven't played anybody up to this point. That's the crazy thing. You're playing the likes of, who have they beat? Carolina. They lost. They gave up that big lead when DC went out. DC definitely had them up. I think 17-0. Then Winston came in. They lost that game. But yeah, man. I'm not going to turn this into a DC thing, you guys. I'm going to say this. If anything, the only thing that I think would look different is DC has the arm. He could throw the long ball. You know what I mean? So, it may look a little different, but we've seen what it looked like last year. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yep. And Graham, we see that consistently, still red zone woes. Let me see. DC can throw. He said DC can throw deeper interceptions. Yo, man. With that being said, y'all, I'm about to get the hell out of here, man. I'm going to hit this gym. My sons have a half day. I'm going to go pick them up here shortly. But I appreciate you guys, man. We will be back later on tonight. I'm probably going to get with my brother Wasted Talent, and we're going to do something, man. Salute to you guys. OakLosVegas.com, you guys, for the drip. WoodsonWhiskey.com for the GOAT whiskey. And PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raiders related. I salute you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. Prayers once again for Chandler Jones. He was arrested last night. I'm hoping that this is the best thing that happens to him and they can figure out a way to get him right. I'm hoping Max Crosby, that it was just a veteran, day off yesterday and he's back at practice and he can play this Sunday. I'm just hoping that we figure this thing out, man. Other than that, man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm outro, man.
That's what I'm talking about.